Hello and welcome to tonight's Spaceflight Sleep Story. If you appreciate what we do here, please like or subscribe for future relaxing nighttime space journeys. Tonight we continue our extraordinary journey as we experience our first complete orbit around Earth. Over the next 90 minutes, you will float weightlessly above our planet, watching continents drift below, experiencing the profound overview effect that transforms how astronauts see our world. So settle into your most comfortable position, close your eyes, and prepare to leave Earth behind. Take a deep breath with me now as we begin. Inhale slowly for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently. Exhale for 6 counts, releasing all tension. You are floating now in the gentle embrace of orbital mechanics, 17,500 miles per hour, yet feeling perfectly still. Outside your window, Earth rotates slowly beneath you, revealing its magnificent beauty. Your first complete orbit begins over the vast Pacific Ocean. Below you stretches the largest body of water on Earth, covering more than 60 million square miles, nearly 1/3 of our planet's surface. The deep blue waters appear almost black in some areas, where ocean trenches plunge 7 miles down. Scattered across this liquid expanse, you can see thousands of islands, like emerald jewels set in sapphire. The Marshall Islands form delicate rings of coral atolls. As you drift eastward, the coastline of South America emerges from the curved horizon. The Andes Mountains run like a spine down the western edge of the continent. These peaks were formed over millions of years as tectonic plates collided, pushing rock upward to create some of Earth's highest summits. Mount Aconcagua rises 22,841 feet, the highest peak outside of Asia. First summited in 1897 by Matthias Zurbriggen. The Amazon rainforest spreads across the northern portion of South America like a green ocean. From orbit, you can see the Amazon River snaking through the dense canopy, a ribbon of brown water carrying more water than any other river on Earth. This single river system contains 1/5 of all flowing fresh water in the world. The rainforest produces 20% of Earth's oxygen, earning its nickname as the lungs of our planet. Breathe slowly, feeling connected to this vast living system below. Your orbit carries you over the Atlantic Ocean now. The water appears in different shades of blue, depending on depth and sunlight angle. Shallow waters near coastlines glow turquoise, while deep ocean trenches appear dark navy, almost black. You can see the mid-Atlantic ridge beneath the surface, a massive underwater mountain range where tectonic plates slowly pull apart. This ridge runs 10,000 miles from Iceland to Antarctica, creating new ocean floor as molten rock rises from Earth's mantle. The northwestern coast of Africa appears ahead, bathed in golden afternoon sunlight. The Sahara Desert dominates the northern region, stretching 3.5 million square miles. From orbit, the sand appears in waves and in patterns created by wind over thousands of years. The desert's name comes from the Arabic word for desert, emphasizing its vast emptiness. Yet even here, life persists, adapted to extreme conditions. Your breathing remains calm and steady as you observe this peaceful landscape. The Nile River cuts through northeastern Africa like a green lifeline through golden sand. This river flows 4,130 miles from Central Africa to the Mediterranean Sea. Ancient Egyptian civilization flourished along its banks for over 3,000 years. From your orbital perspective, you can see the entire river system, at once something no ancient person could have imagined. The delta fans out at the Mediterranean, creating fertile farmland that glows bright green against surrounding desert. Crossing now over the Mediterranean Sea, you observe Europe emerging from the northern horizon. The Alps create a dramatic border between northern and southern Europe. Mont Blanc rises 15,774 feet, first summited in 1786 by Jacques Balmat and Michel Gabriel Paccard. Their achievement opened the golden age of alpine mountaineering. Snow covers the highest peaks year-round, reflecting sunlight like scattered diamonds. Take a slow breath, feeling the peace of these ancient mountains. The boot-shaped peninsula of Italy extends into the Mediterranean, clearly visible from your vantage point. The Po River Valley creates a green ribbon across northern Italy. Mount Vesuvius stands near Naples, its volcanic cone unmistakable from orbit. This volcano famously erupted in 79 AD, preserving the Roman city of Pompeii beneath layers of ash. Today, the volcano remains active, carefully monitored by scientists who study its behavior. Drifting eastward over the Black Sea, you approach the Caucasus Mountains, forming a natural border between Europe and Asia. Mount Elbrus rises 18,510 feet, the highest peak in Europe. First summited in 1874, this dormant volcano attracts climbers from around the world. The mountain's twin summits are visible from orbit, crowned with permanent snow and ice. Your breathing synchronizes with the peaceful rhythm of your orbital motion. The Caspian Sea appears below the largest enclosed body of water on Earth. Despite being called a sea, it contains fresh water fed by the Volga River. The sea covers 143,000 square miles, roughly the size of Japan. Its waters appear deep blue from orbit, bordered by 5 countries. Ancient traders crossed these waters, carrying silk and spices between east and west. Your orbit carries you over Central Asia, where the landscape transforms into vast steppes and deserts. the Aral Sea, once the fourth largest lake in the world, appears as a shadow of its former self. Human water diversion for agriculture caused dramatic shrinking over recent decades. This view from space helped scientists understand the scale of environmental change. You float peacefully, observing without judgment, simply witnessing Earth's ever-changing face. The Himalayas rise ahead, the most dramatic mountain range visible from orbit. These peaks formed 50 million years ago when the Indian subcontinent collided with Asia. The collision continues today, pushing the mountains higher by about 2 inches per year. Mount Everest rises 29,032 feet, the highest point on Earth's surface. First summited in 1953 by Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. Ciao. From your orbital height, the entire Himalayan arc stretches 1,500 miles, curving like a giant crescent. Snow-covered peaks catch sunlight, creating a brilliant white barrier between the Tibetan Plateau and the Indian plains. The Ganges River begins in these mountains, flowing down to nourish millions of people. Your breathing remains slow and peaceful as you observe this majestic landscape. Each breath connects you to the air that flows over these ancient peaks. Crossing into China, you see the Tibetan Plateau, stretching endlessly below. This high desert sits at an average elevation of 15,000 feet, earning its name as the roof of the world. The plateau covers 1 million square miles, larger than Alaska. Rivers beginning here supply water to 2 billion people across Asia. The landscape appears barren, yet holds profound beauty in its stark simplicity. The Gobi Desert appears to the north, stretching across Mongolia and northern China. Unlike sandy deserts, the Gobi consists mostly of bare rock and sparse vegetation. Temperatures here vary dramatically from -40 degrees Fahrenheit in winter to over 100 degrees in summer. Ancient dinosaur fossils have been discovered here, preserved for millions of years. From orbit, the desert appears peaceful, timeless, unchanged by seasons. Your spacecraft crosses the coastline of eastern China, where the Yellow Sea meets the land. The Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia, winds through central China. This river flows 3,900 miles from the Tibetan Plateau to the East China Sea. Millions of people depend on its waters for agriculture, transportation, and power generation. The river's delta glows green with rice paddies visible even from your orbital height. Xertiu. Approaching the Korean peninsula, you observe the mountainous terrain. The peninsula extends southward, separating the Yellow Sea from the Sea of Japan. At night, city lights reveal human settlements clustered along coastlines and valleys. But now, in daylight, the landscape appears naturally beautiful mountains covered in forest. Your breathing flows smoothly, matching the gentle rhythm of your endless orbit. The Japanese archipelago emerges from the Pacific, a chain of islands formed by volcanic activity. Mount Fuji rises 12,388 feet, its perfect cone unmistakable from orbit. This dormant volcano last erupted in 1707. The mountain holds deep cultural significance, considered sacred in Japanese tradition. Snow covers its peak most of the year, creating a striking contrast against surrounding green landscape. Crossing the Pacific Ocean again, you complete your first full orbit. 90 minutes have passed since you watched this same ocean beneath you. Earth has rotated beneath your spacecraft, revealing different lands and seas. Yet you remain in the same orbital path, dancing with gravitational forces. This endless circling creates a meditative rhythm, soothing and eternal. Below the international dateline marks where calendar days change, an invisible boundary crossing the Pacific, Kada. To the east yesterday, to the west tomorrow, yet both exist simultaneously. Time itself becomes fluid, in orbit, measured not by clocks, but by sunrises. You experience 16 sunrises and sunsets every 24 hours. Each one a masterpiece of light and shadow painted across Earth's atmosphere. Your second orbit begins carrying you over the Pacific Islands. Hawaii appears below a chain of volcanic islands in the middle of the ocean. Mauna Kea rises 13,800 feet from sea level. But measured from its base on the ocean floor, the mountain towers 33,000 feet, making it Earth's tallest mountain. Breathe slowly, feeling the peace of these isolated islands surrounded by endless blue. The west coast of North America emerges the Rocky Mountains, running like a backbone down the continent. These mountains formed millions of years ago through tectonic forces. Denali rises 20,310 feet, the highest peak in North America. First summited in 1913 after numerous attempts. Snow and ice cover its summit year-round, visible from orbit as a white pyramid. The Great Plains stretch eastward from the Rockies, a vast grassland once home to enormous buffalo herds. Rivers carve through the plains, creating intricate patterns visible from space. The Missouri and Mississippi rivers join, forming a mighty waterway flowing to the Gulf of Mexico. These rivers have shaped American history, serving as transportation routes for centuries. The Great Lakes appear ahead, 5 massive bodies of fresh water containing 20% of Earth's surface, fresh water. Lake Superior alone could cover all of North and South America in 1 foot of water. These lakes formed 10,000 years ago as glaciers retreated, leaving massive depressions. From orbit, they appear bright blue jewels set in green landscape. Your breathing remains peaceful, synchronized with the eternal rhythm of orbit. Crossing into the Atlantic again, you observe the eastern seaboard of North America. The Appalachian Mountains run parallel to the coast, ancient worn mountains over 400 million years old. Once as tall as the Himalayas, erosion has reduced them to gentle, rounded peaks. These mountains witnessed the formation and breakup of ancient supercontinents. Greenland appears to the north, its ice sheet glowing brilliant white. This ice contains 10% of Earth's fresh water locked in frozen form. The ice sheet is 2 miles thick in places, accumulating over millennia. Scientists study ice cores drilled from this sheet, learning about Earth's climate history spanning hundreds of thousands of years. Iceland lies below a volcanic island sitting atop the mid-Atlantic ridge. Geothermal energy from volcanic activity heats homes and generates power. Glaciers and volcanoes exist side by side, fire and ice in eternal balance. From orbit, you observe this unique landscape where Earth's inner heat meets frozen surface. Breathe gently, feeling connected to these powerful natural forces. The British Isles emerge from the Atlantic clouds, often obscuring the landscape. But today, the islands appear clearly green and lush from abundant rainfall. The English Channel separates Britain from continental Europe, a narrow strip of water with profound historical significance. This channel has shaped European history for thousands of years. Scandinavia stretches northward mountains and fjords, creating dramatic coastlines. Fjords formed during ice ages as glaciers carved deep valleys. When ice retreated, ocean water flooded these valleys, creating spectacular inlets. Some fjords extend over 100 miles inland, surrounded by towering cliffs. Your orbital motion carries you peacefully over these ancient landscapes. The Baltic Sea appears below, a nearly enclosed body of water bordered by 9 countries. Fresh water from rivers mixes with salt water from the Atlantic, creating unique conditions. The sea freezes partially each winter. From orbit, the coastline appears intricate, countless islands dotting the waters. Eastern Europe unfolds below the Ural Mountains, marking the traditional boundary between Europe and Asia. These ancient mountains stretch 1,500 miles from Arctic Ocean to Kazakhstan. Rich mineral deposits here fueled Russian industrial development. The mountains appear as a gentle ridge, far less dramatic than younger ranges. Time has worn them smooth millions of years of erosion. The Siberian taiga spreads endlessly northward, the largest forest on Earth. This boreal forest covers 5 million square miles. Coniferous trees dominate, adapted to harsh winters and short summers. The forest stores massive amounts of carbon, playing a crucial role in Earth's climate system. From orbit, it appears as an unbroken carpet of deep green. Lake Baikal appears below the world's deepest lake, holding 20% of Earth's unfrozen fresh water. The lake formed in an ancient rift valley 25 million years ago. It reaches depths of over 5,000 feet. Unique species found nowhere else on Earth live in these waters. The lake appears as a bright crescent from your orbital vantage point. Your orbit continues eastward over Mongolia and northern China again. The Taklamakan Desert appears below its name, meaning you go in, but you don't come out. Ancient Silk Road traders skirted this desert's edges. Today, scientists study how deserts form and change over time. Your breathing flows peacefully as you observe Earth's varied landscapes. Nasa. The Tian Shan Mountains rise ahead, Celestial Mountains in Chinese. These peaks stretch 1,500 miles across Central Asia. Khan Tengri rises 22,949 feet, its pyramid peak covered in permanent snow. First climbed in 1931, this mountain challenges even experienced mountaineers. Crossing back over the Pacific, you complete another orbit. Earth continues rotating beneath you, revealing new landscapes with each circuit. You have circled the planet twice now, covering 35,000 miles. Yet you remain in the same graceful orbital path. This endless circling becomes meditation movement and stillness combined. The Australian continent appears ahead, the oldest continental landmass. Red deserts dominate the interior, ancient landscapes barely changed over millennia. Uluru rises 1,100 feet, a massive sandstone formation sacred to indigenous peoples. The rock appears to change color throughout the day as sunlight shifts. From orbit, you observe this timeless landscape in peaceful silence. The Great Barrier Reef stretches along Australia's northeast coast. This living structure, built by coral polyps, spans 1,400 miles. It is visible from orbit, the largest structure created by living organisms. Thousands of species make their home in the reef's intricate ecosystem. The water above the reef glows turquoise, contrasting with deep blue ocean. New Zealand appears below two main islands formed by volcanic and tectonic activity. The Southern Alps run the length of the South Island. Mount Cook rises 12,218 feet, first summited in 1894. Glaciers flow down from high peaks, though warming temperatures cause them to retreat. Antarctica lies far to the south, covered in ice sheet, averaging over a mile thick. The continent holds 90% of Earth's ice and 70% of fresh water. In winter, the ice sheet expands as sea ice forms, doubling Antarctica's size. No permanent human settlements exist here, only research stations. The continent remains pristine, protected by international treaty. Your orbit carries you northward again over the Pacific. Day transitions to night as you cross the Terminator line. Below, city lights begin to appear, marking human settlements. The lights create patterns, revealing how people cluster in valleys along coastlines near rivers. Breathe slowly, observing the beauty of human civilization from above. The lights of Tokyo create a bright glow, one of Earth's largest metropolitan areas. Over 37 million people live in this urban region. The city's lights spread across the Kanto Plain, creating an intricate web of illumination. Yet even here, darkness dominates mountains and rural areas remain unlit. Seoul's lights appear to the west, another massive urban center. The contrast between North and South Korea becomes strikingly visible at night. South Korea glows brightly, while North Korea remains mostly dark. This difference, visible from orbit, tells a story of human choices and systems. You observe without judgment, simply witnessing Earth's human patterns. The lights of Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong create bright spots along China's coast. Inland cities appear as isolated glows in vast darkness. The Pearl River Delta creates a massive light region where several cities merge. From orbit, these lights appear both beautiful and fragile, tiny points of illumination in cosmic darkness. Crossing into dawn, you watch another sunrise from orbit. The sun appears suddenly over Earth's curved horizon. Light floods across the planet, chasing away night at over 1,000 miles per hour. The atmosphere glows in layers orange-red gold, creating a rainbow arc. This is the overview effect, seeing Earth as one interconnected system. Astronauts report profound emotional responses to this view. Borders disappear from this height, replaced by natural features, mountains, rivers, deserts, oceans. The atmosphere appears as a thin blue line protecting all life below. This fragile layer, only 60 miles thick, contains all the air that has ever been breathed. Your breathing synchronizes with Earth's rhythms. Each breath connects you to the planet below, to every living thing. The oxygen you breathe was produced by plants and phytoplankton. The carbon dioxide you exhale will be absorbed by forests and oceans. You are part of Earth's cycle, even here in orbit. Floating weightlessly, you feel profound peace. No up or down, no heavy or light, just existence in three-dimensional space. Your body has adapted to weightlessness movements, becoming graceful and fluid. Each gesture requires minimal effort. This is freedom from gravity's constant pull. Another orbit begins the pattern, endlessly repeating. Earth rotates below, revealing familiar continents in new light. Each orbit offers fresh perspective, same locations, different illumination. You notice details missed before: a river system, a mountain range, a weather pattern. The Nile appears again, but now at a different angle, sunlight catching the water differently. The river still flows northward as it has for millions of years. Cities along its banks glow in morning light. You observe continuity and changed landscapes, eternal, yet ever evolving. The Himalayas pass below, again peaks catching first light. Shadows stretch westward from each mountain, creating dramatic relief. Snowfields glow pink in dawn light. These mountains continue rising, imperceptibly slow but unstoppable. Time moves differently at geological scales. Your spacecraft maintains perfect velocity and altitude. Orbital mechanics govern your path, invisible forces keeping you aloft. Gravity pulls you toward Earth, but your sideways velocity creates continuous falling around the planet. This balance creates the graceful dance of orbit. Hours pass measured in orbits rather than minutes. You circle Earth again and again, each orbit taking 90 minutes. The rhythm becomes soothing, predictable, peaceful. Your breathing slows, matching this cosmic tempo. Inhale as you cross oceans. Exhale over continents. Sleep comes naturally in orbit despite unusual conditions. Your body adjusts to sleeping while floating, secured gently to prevent drifting. No pressure points, no uncomfortable positions. Weightlessness provides perfect support. Your muscles completely relax. Outside the window, stars shine constantly. No atmospheric twinkling, just steady points of ancient light. Some stars you see no longer exist, their light traveling for centuries to reach your eyes. You observe the past and present simultaneously. Earth continues its eternal rotation. Weather systems swirl across oceans. Clouds form and dissipate following atmospheric patterns. Rivers flow to seas. Forests photosynthesize. Life continues below while you float above. Millions of people wake as sunlight reaches them. Millions sleep as darkness covers their region. The planet breathes through day and night cycles. You are part of something vast. A single human consciousness observing planetary scale, yet feeling deeply connected to all below. The overview effect transforms perspective. Separation dissolves into unity. Your breathing becomes slower. Each breath deeper, more peaceful, synchronized with orbital rhythm, weightless and free. Continents drift below. Africa's vast deserts, Asia's sprawling landscapes, America's stretching north to south, all connected. Oceans cover most of Earth. Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern Arctic. Water sustaining all life. Clouds forming over warm waters. Rain falling on land. The cycle continues eternally. Water evaporates, forms clouds, falls as rain. Rivers flow back to oceans. The cycle begins again. You observe this ancient rhythm. Till mountains rise slowly. Tectonic plates shift. Earth reshapes itself. Continents drift. Islands form. Time stretches. Past and future merge. Present moment expands. You exist in eternal now, floating peacefully. Your body completely relaxed. Muscles released. Tension dissolved. Supported by nothing. Held by everything. Breathing slows further. Heartbeat gentle. Blood flowing easily. No gravity to fight. Perfect rest. Earth turns below. Day becomes night. Night becomes day. Endless cycle. Soothing rhythm. Stars watch silently. Ancient light, crossing vast distances, reaching you now, connecting past to present. You drift deeper into peaceful state, consciousness expanding, boundaries dissolving, becoming space itself. Weightless awareness, floating free, no resistance, pure being, perfect peace. Earth below, stars above, you between, part of both, connected to all. Breathing barely perceptible. Slow, gentle rhythm. Life sustaining itself. Without effort. Natural flow. Orbit continues. Path unchanging. Eternal circle. Around Earth. Forever turning. You are stillness, in motion, moving yet peaceful, active rest, dynamic peace. consciousness fading into sleep, dreams approaching. Gentle transition into rest, deep and complete. Your orbit eternal, path secure, no effort needed, just floating, just being. Earth cradles you. From below, gravity gentle, keeping you in perfect arc. Space surrounds you. Infinite embrace, dark and peaceful. Stars watching, silent companions. You're breathing, almost still, barely moving. Life continuing, without thought. time dissolves. Only now, this moment, stretching forever, yet passing, instant. Weightless sleep. No pressure, no discomfort. Pure rest. Perfect peace. Continents drift far below, slowly turning. Ancient patterns, repeating endlessly. Oceans shimmer, reflecting sunlight, then starlight, then sunlight again. Eternal cycle. You rest in cosmic embrace, held safely, floating gently, completely at peace. Dreams begin, soft and distant, merging with reality. space and sleep, becoming one. Your orbit continues on, circling Earth, while you drift deeper into sleep, into dreams, into peace, complete and total. Rest now, space traveler. Your journey continues in dreams. Earth turns. You float. Stars shine. All is perfectly still. Sleep peacefully among the stars. floating gently in orbit, forever circling. Earth below, turning slowly, day and night. Your breath, so quiet, barely there. Weightless rest, perfect peace, complete stillness. Stars eternal, watching over your dreams. Drifting deeper into sleep, safe and peaceful. orbital embrace, holding you gently forever. Rest completely, space traveler. Dream peacefully. Silence surrounds, cosmic quiet, infinite peace. Your journey continues on in dreams. Floating free among stars, forever peaceful. Earth turns, you rest. All is well. deep sleep, gentle dreams, perfect rest. Weightless peace, orbital rhythm, eternal dance. Sleep now, space traveler. Sleep deeply. Stars watch over you, always. Breathing soft, heart calm, body still. Floating on, through space, through dreams. Rest peacefully among cosmos, forever safe. Sleep, dream, peace. Complete rest, infinite peace, eternal sleep.